Hey, what's up, everybody? Bob here, your virtual upline, and welcome to the broadcast today. So I just want to warn all of you ahead of time. This is my first time using StreamYard, which I know a lot of you have probably been using. It's a new streaming, it's not new, but it's a streaming platform software. And we are going live right now in 6 different places. So this could either be really cool or it could go horribly wrong. But in any event, we'll give it a shot and we'll see. But thanks for being here today. So today I want to actually talk about is an economic recession, is that good or is it bad for network marketing? You know, a lot of the signs that we're starting to see today are pointing and hinting at we may be headed into a recessionary period, which it's only really been a matter of time. You know, we've had about a decade of unprecedented economic growth. And there was a report that just came out yesterday about jobless claims that there were 10 million people that filed for unemployment in the last 2 weeks alone, which is the highest number that we've seen since the recession that we went through in 2008 and 2009. And they're predicting that because of the coronavirus and what we're experiencing, that we could see numbers twice as high as what we saw in 2008 and 2009. So here's the question. Is this going to be good or is this going to be bad for your network marketing business? And I will tell you, my opinion is this. What will determine if it's good or bad is not actually what's happening in the economy. It's your narrative and the story that you tell yourself about the events that are happening in the world. So let me explain to you what I mean. Here's what will happen. If we go a period, people are losing jobs, the economy is down, you can look at it one of two different ways. See, the interesting thing is it's always your perspective on the world which ultimately determines whether you win or not. And there will be some people that will create a narrative and create a story that, oh my God, people are losing jobs. People are not going to want to spend money. They're not going to buy my products anymore. They're not going to want to join my team. They're going to want to save. There will be some of you that will create a story and a narrative that's going to cause you to freeze up and not reach out to people about your business. You're going to become less confident about sharing your products because people are going to say, well, I don't know if they're going to have the money to buy my stuff. I don't know if they're going to have, how are they going to start a business if they're, struggling, they're taking pay cuts, they're losing their jobs. And some of you are going to create a story and a narrative, which, by the way, is really nothing more than a belief that now is not a great time for you in your business. And here's where this is going to be a big problem for you. When those are the thoughts that you're having, my products are too expensive, people are not going to buy, here's what I can promise you. You're either not going to take action at all, or you'll take action, but you'll do it in a way that's so weak with no confidence or belief that you're not going to be effective at creating results. Now, here's the other interesting side of this coin, though, because there will be other people that will choose, given the same set of circumstances, they'll look at the fact 10 million people lost jobs and they won't think, man, this is going to kill my business. Here's what they're going to think. This is exactly what my business needs. See, because they're going to interpret what's happening in the world. Because, by the way, that's all your thoughts are. It's just your interpretation of what's happening. And there will be some people that will create a narrative that will say, now is the best time for my business. Now is when people need a plan B. They'll look at an economic recessionary period and they will create a story that I have more confidence and belief now in what I'm offering people than ever. And they won't let the fact that somebody is making less money or lost their job as a reason why they don't reach out. That's the reason why they will reach out. And in my experience, here's what I've found. It is during recessionary periods that an industry or a profession like network marketing, now is when we excel the most. If I were you, I would be excited about the fact that the economy has stopped going like that. Because you want to know what? When everybody's making money in the stock market and you can't do anything wrong, people are less open to opportunities because they don't feel they need them. When they're getting pay increases quarter over quarter, year over the year, they're less sensitive to the insecurity that exists in traditional jobs in corporate America a lot of times. But when things begin to change, when their 401k gets cut in half, when their company issues says, hey, listen, we've got to cut compensation packages next year to adjust for what's happening in terms of corporate earnings, when there's less opportunity in the world, here's what they start becoming more open to: other things, right? They'll remember, hey, Sue reached out to me 6 months ago about that business and the timing wasn't right for me then, but now I'm not feeling as secure about my future. I'm looking at my 401k. It's half of what it used to be. And I'm realizing I got to find something that I can control, because I don't have control over my paycheck. I don't have control over the stock market. But you want to know what I do have control over? I have control over my own efforts and my own initiative to go out and build a business for myself. So what I want you really to think about is this. As the world and the news starts throwing all these negative things at you, telling you how bad it's going to be, how bleak it's going to be, the choice that you have to make is really standing guard at your mind and determining how are you going to interpret this happening. Are you going to view it as a good thing or a bad thing? Because here's the secret of success. The only difference between those that succeed and fail, they go through all the same challenge and adversity. They got to deal with all the same things, but they choose to see it in a different light. They choose to have a different narrative, and it is that narrative. It is not the fact that people lost jobs that will determine whether you're successful or whether you fail. It is your thoughts about the fact that people lost jobs. So here's what I want to do. I want to give all of you a lot of confidence and belief that regardless of what happens, it's going to be a great. But I want you to create the narrative that if things do continue to go the way they are, and by the way, it's likely they'll get worse before they get better, well, this is going to mean a very good thing for your business. When we look back in the history of the modern day history of our world, some of the biggest and some of the best companies in the world were started during the worst economic times. And you want to know why? Because when everybody else in the world was seeing nothing but fear and lack and like the world was falling apart, visionary entrepreneurs, leaders, stay calm and centered during times when everybody else is freaking out. And they always have a contrarian point of view to know that it's when everybody else is freaking out that if they can remain calm and centered and positive and taking action despite everybody else doing something different, that's when the opportunity is. So here's a good thing. For some of you, over the 2020 is going to be the best year you've ever had to truly stand out. This is going to be the year where you're going to go back to a lot of these prospects that have told you no because it wasn't the right time because they didn't have a need, that now they're going to be open. And I bet you 5-10 years from now, a lot of you that heed this advice, you're going to look back and you're going to thank God for 2020. And I don't mean that in an insensitive way, like what we're going through, people are dying and they're losing lives. I'm not talking about that. Okay. It's a tragedy. I'm just talking about the opportunity that exists, because here's what I know for sure. Inside of every adversity and challenge lies the seed of great opportunity if you choose to see it. A lot of people will not see it because they'll be so focused on their fearful thinking and having a narrative that holds them back. And your challenge is not to be that way. Look, this is what leaders are for. Like a lot of you, and I'm going to just be real with you, you've never actually led people your entire life in terms of your business. Like if you've started a business just in the last 5 years, most of you have never had a chance to actually lead people. And you want to know why I know that's true? Because leaders show up when things are not going well. Anybody can lead when things are going well. The true leaders will show their stripes when things are not going well. And if you understand that, you realize this is an opportunity for you to show your team and show the world, I'm a leader. Raise your hand. Here's the reason why you're following me. So that's what I want you to think about here. As all of this negative news and all this stuff gets dumped on you, I want you to watch the narrative you create. I want you to mind your thoughts, understand it's always just a perspective. If you have negative thoughts, that's going to create negative results in your life 100% of the time. But if you understand that you're not your thoughts, you are the thinker of your thoughts. You get to decide how you interpret what's going on in the world. If you choose a positive interpretation, see, we have a word for these in our community. Negative thoughts, we call them red lights. When you think a negative thought, it creates a red light, a stop sign. You don't take action. But if you become conscious of your thoughts and you say, I'm not going to let these negative thoughts hold me back anymore. I'm going to look for the positive. I'm going to choose a different perspective. If you can consciously choose positive thoughts, those are green lights. And green lights mean go. And at the end of the day, here's the only difference between those of you that will fail and those of you that will succeed. The ones that succeed will create more green lights than red lights. And I want you to understand this is a habit. And here's what's so interesting about this. Either way, you're just making up a story. All thoughts are just stories and belief stories. You're going to make up a story that's either going to hold you back or help you move forward. Why would you want to make the story up that's holding you back? Because that's what most of you have been doing your whole life. So start creating more green lights, change the narrative, because if you have positive thoughts, you'll feel better. You'll be more likely to reach out and take action. Hey, listen, if you need some help in this area, I have a program. It's called the Legacy Leadership Academy. It is the first ever leadership certification program for network marketers in the world. And as a way to give back to all of you, to this profession, we have opened it up for free for the month of April. So you can join. You can go to legacyleadershipacademy.com. I'm going to pop it up here real quick. You can go to, first time using StreamYard, guys. Be patient with me. Probably should have done this beforehand. Okay, cool. All right. So you can go to legacyleadershipacademy.com/free. On Instagram, you can't see that, but we are offering full access to this program for free. No credit card needed, no upsells. This is just my way to give you access to training that I know can literally change your business and change your life. Every single person in this profession needs this. Share that link with your teams. Sign up. Get in there. We've got some incredible training. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to help you with your mindset. I'm going to teach you how to start creating more green lights, how to start creating a narrative that doesn't hold you back, but propels you forward. And I think that's more important now than ever, but it's time for you to step up as a leader. And if you need some help, that's what we do. So, okay, cool. So, hey, listen, we've got some time here and we're on this new platform, StreamYard. Hope you guys are enjoying the user experience. If you got any questions for me, maybe we can take a couple of questions while we're streaming here and I can hopefully not screw up the functionality of this. But if you've got any questions, let me know. Jesse, over here on Instagram, the link is legacyleadershipacademy.com/free. And you can sign up there right now. So let me see. Any questions here on the stream? Anything I could help you with? Maybe we'll take a couple of questions. People are asking me what kind of shampoo that I use. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, but let's see here. Any questions at all? I don't see any questions coming in, but hey, listen, guys, I'm doing this new live show every Tuesday through Friday at noon Eastern. So if this is your first time tuning in, I'm going to be using StreamYard. So wherever you're watching from, I don't know which platform you're on, you can continue to watch. I'll use this. We go live noon every Tuesday through Friday. So hopefully you start that up here. So So we have a question here about when the program starts. So the program is actually an ongoing program. So whenever you join, you'll start at that particular period in time. Every single month, we have what we call a new mission, a training mission. There are 12 missions that make up the certification process. Every month you get a new mission. So when you join, our April mission, which comes out on Monday, is on recruiting business builders. So I'm going to be teaching you a way to go out and find and attract and recruit the kind of leaders that you want into your team, which, by the way, now more than ever, I think now's the time that you should be thinking about that. So, yeah, so the platform that I'm using, guys, if you're wondering, is called StreamYard, StreamYard. It is probably one of the easiest platforms to use for streaming. I've been having a little issues with Zoom because I think they're getting so inundated. So we've been kind of fooling around with that. So Martina has a question here that I'll bring up here. So how do I show this here? Let's see. So Martina's question is, should we be advertising our products on Facebook now? Here's my advice to you, Martina. Thanks for the question. And if you've not been following me, you probably haven't heard me talk about this. Here's where I think the opportunity is right now for all of you, okay? It's not that I don't think you should be selling and recruiting. I do think you should. But I do not think you should be leading with selling and recruiting. And those of you that are posting on Facebook and reaching out to prospects like it's business as usual, like nothing has changed, I think it's a huge mistake. Because I think the bigger opportunity right now is for you to connect with people at a human level before you try to sell and promote. So another way to say that is what I think people need right now isn't another sales pitch or marketing promotion. They just need to know that somebody else out there cares about them. They need love and hope and positivity. So when you join our program, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to initiate you by teaching you something we call Love, Serve, Grow. It is a radically different way to prospect people, and it is more important now than it's ever been. So here's my advice to you. If your intention of reaching, sell, and recruit, don't even bother reaching out to them because your success rate will be very low. But if your intention, first and foremost, is to reach out and connect with people and let them know that you love and care at a human level, if that's your intention, if you lead with that, hey, I was thinking about you the other day, Martina, how you dealing with all this craziness? And you connect with them at that level first, you will find that the opportunities you have to sell and recruit will be 10 times greater than the person that does it the other way. Look, everybody is doing it the way we talked about first. They're using this as an excuse, almost like in an I told you so kind of way. Like, oh, here's my products. I told you should have taken them. Here's my business. I told you should have. Look, that doesn't work. It never works. And what you're doing when you're doing that, you're doing more harm than good. See, the reason why, and I'm gonna just be honest with you right now. The reason why some of you are so bad at selling and recruiting, it's because you are terrible at building relationships with people. Now, that might hurt, but it's the truth. All you do is try to take. And Martina, I'm not picking on you, okay? The question got me on my soapbox here. But here's been your problem, most of your business. All you want to do is take. All you want to do is ask. Like when you reach out to someone, it's always like a veiled attempt at making small talk just to be able to get to your pitch. Like, here's a good question. When's the last time you reached out to somebody just to see how they were? Not with the intention of selling and recruiting. See, what a lot of you realize is you've tried to take so much, there's nothing left in the accounts, the relational accounts you have with people. You have to start making deposits. You got to look, this is your chance to let people know that you are about something more than just making a sale, that you are a human being before a business person. And if you use this, what's happening today, as a reason to reach out and connect with everybody you know, just sharing love and serving before selling, watch what happens to your business. Look, we've been teaching this in our community. We're running a challenge right now, the Love, Serve, Grow Challenge. I have literally dozens of people every day messaging me, posting in our group, saying, you won't believe what's happened in my business since I started doing this. I've made more sales. I've got people that I haven't talked to in years wanting to buy again, join my business, because I stopped leading with selling and promoting. And I just connected with people. And I'm not surprised to hear that, because look, the old adage is true. People don't care what you know until they know that you care. And if you're not being successful, it's because they're not sure that you care about anything more than just making money. So here's your opportunity to be different. So that's my recommendation to you. So Martina, look, you can sprinkle in a promotion here and there. It's not going to make a big deal, but you should be focusing the majority of your time reaching out and connecting. Go live on your Facebook profile, not talking about your business or your products. Just share something that can be positive, that can help someone, a little moment of inspiration or hope. That's the stuff that's going to help you get more of what you actually want. So, and we got a bunch of people commenting here now that's are attesting to that they've been doing this, and it's been working for them. So, all right. So, hey guys, hopefully you like this StreamYard software. Is pretty cool here. It's been a little challenge for me not looking at myself on the laptop, but hey, look, I really want you to get the core of the message I'm sharing with you today. As things continue to get worse in the economy, it's the narrative that you tell yourself that's ultimately going to determine whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing for you. So keep that in mind. And hey, look, if you got any value out of this broadcast, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you again. I'll actually be going live on Monday next week, but it'll be a little later than the afternoon. So thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you got some value out of the message, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Oh, and go check out legacyleadershipacademy.com. Let me pop that sucker back up there real quick before, in case anybody. So if you want to join the program, legacyleadershipacademy.com/free, no credit card needed. Spread the word to your teams. We're only going to be open for another couple of weeks with the free offer that we have here. So definitely take me up on that. But take care, everybody. Have a great day.